Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hokies will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Florida State Seminoles offense comes onto the field first today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Using his legs, it's Chop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Got his man quickly. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Virginia Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're
Turning it on! He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
those outside runs. If they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Drones. They're setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Using the quick game. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. But think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Got it on the outside is Heath. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown Hokies. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
About to get another look at this Hokie offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bennett. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Drones. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Wide open downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenly. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunken Miller vibes, Paul.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll ride Davis here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the noses
breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Fires to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Castellanos. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the second down and goal.
Back to pass on second down. Back's looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on third down. Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Setting up for the extra point and the top. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen,
gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Drones. That's reeled in. It's Keith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. There he goes. Got the first down and more. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. Got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's White. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. That's caught. It's White. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over New Mexico State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Drones. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Hawkins. Great move. Now he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Got it in the middle. It's Selden. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Caught over the middle. It's Alchuk. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To throw, it's Castellanos. Looking left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said...
Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Heath. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Pump? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly to the tight end.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Going to look downfield again. And the defense got him at the 27.
How about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. The short hands, it's Robinson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Noles have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Seminoles! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Wow, Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Holloway. And the returner goes down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Flips it out on the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And the Hokies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That brings them to within 1.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Looking for room. It's Ocha. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Makes the grab. It's Ocha. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Seminoles have this offense rolling. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Pulls it in. It's McCoy. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
The defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little... Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, no! And they turn it into a defensive score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Back to pass, it's Drones. Pulls it in, it's Green. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Pocket breaking down. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Hokies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Caught close to the marker. It's Bennett. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hokies! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Finds his man. It's McCoy. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running to the left. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
No No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Knowles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Seminoles hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games.